Have you ever wondered why there are so many centenarians in Japan? Why do people in Okinawa live to be 100 years old while remaining active and happy? The secret might be hiding in the cup of tea you're holding right now. Imagine, just 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes that could change not only your health, but add years to your life. Sounds incredible. Today I'm going to reveal an ancient practice that modern science is finally beginning to understand and confirm. Most of us drink tea on autopilot. We scroll through our phones, respond to messages, think about problems. But what if I told you that the very process of drinking tea could become a powerful meditation for your body and mind? Stay until the end, because what you learn today could be a turning point in your life. Let's start by understanding what tea meditation is. It's not just drinking a beverage. This is an ancient mindfulness practice that was born in the monasteries of China and Japan over 1,000 years ago. Zen Buddhist monks used the tea ceremony as a way to achieve enlightenment and inner peace. But why tea specifically? Because in this simple action lies the entire universe. When you hold a cup, you connect with the earth that grew the leaves. You feel the water that traveled through mountains. You sense the warmth of the fire that heated it. You breathe in air filled with aroma. Modern science is uncovering incredible facts about the impact of mindful tea drinking on our health. A study conducted at Kyoto University in 2019 showed that people who practice tea meditation daily had 23% lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This isn't magic. This is your body's biochemistry responding to mindfulness. Stress is the silent killer of modernity. It destroys our cells, accelerates aging, causes inflammation. Chronic stress shortens telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes. When telomeres shorten, we age faster. But meditation stops this process. Let's talk specifics. What happens in your body when you practice mindful tea drinking? First, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. This is the rest and restoration system. Your pulse slows down, breathing becomes deeper. Digestion improves. Second, activity in the prefrontal cortex of the brain increases. This is the area responsible for decision-making, concentration, and emotional regulation. People who regularly practice meditation literally have thicker cortex in this area. Your brain physically changes. Third, production of GABA increases, a neurotransmitter that calms the nervous system. GABA deficiency is associated with anxiety, depression, and insomnia. Tea meditation naturally raises its levels without any medications. Now let's add the tea itself. Green tea contains L-theanine, a unique amino acid that enhances alpha waves in the brain. This is a state of relaxed alertness. You're calm but focused. This is the ideal state for meditation and for life. A Harvard Medical School study showed that the combination of meditation and green tea creates a synergistic effect. The benefits from their combination are 3 times higher than from each separately. It's as if nature specifically created tea for meditation. But let's be honest, in the modern world, finding 5 minutes seems impossible. We have a million tasks, messages, obligations. We're constantly running somewhere. But that's exactly why these 5 minutes are so critically important. Think about it. You spend hours scrolling through social media, hours watching meaningless videos, but 5 minutes for yourself, for your health, for your longevity, that's too much. It's not about lack of time. It's about priorities. Let me tell you a story about Hiroshi, an 87-year-old tea ceremony master from Kyoto. I met him during a trip to Japan. This man looked 60. His mind was sharp, movements fluid, eyes clear. When I asked about his secret, he smiled and said, "Every day, for the last 65 years, I spend 5 minutes with tea. Only tea, nothing else." Hiroshi explained to me that there's nothing mystical about this practice. It's simply returning home to yourself. Throughout the day, we scatter our energy in all directions. Tea meditation gathers us back into wholeness. And this wholeness is the foundation of health. Science confirms Hiroshi's words. A long-term study of over 100,000 people in China, lasting 14 years, showed remarkable results. People who drank 3 cups of green tea a day mindfully had a 39% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and lived on average 1.3 years longer. But the key word here is mindfully. Researchers discovered that people who drank tea on the run or while multitasking didn't receive the same benefits. Mindfulness activates healing mechanisms that otherwise remain dormant. Let's now talk about the practical side. How exactly do you practice tea meditation? It's simpler than you think, but requires intention. First, choose a time, preferably the same time every day. Morning is ideal. You set the tone for the entire day. Find a quiet place where no one will disturb you for 5 minutes. Turn off your phone. Yes, completely turn it off. These 5 minutes belong only to you. Prepare the tea with intention. Every movement is part of the practice. When pouring water, observe how it flows. When placing the leaves, feel their texture. When waiting for brewing, just breathe. Don't rush. Hurry is a habit we let go of during these 5 minutes. When the tea is ready, take the cup with both hands. Feel its warmth. This isn't just physical warmth. It's life energy transferring to you. Close your eyes and inhale the aroma deeply. Allow the aroma to fill your entire being. Take the first sip. Slowly. Let the tea touch every part of your mouth. Tongue, palate, throat. Feel the temperature, taste, texture. This is an entire symphony of sensations if you're present to hear it. Between sips, just sit. Hold the cup. Breathe. Observe your thoughts, but don't cling to them. They're like clouds in the sky. They come and go. You are the sky, not the clouds. This metaphor helps many people understand the essence of meditation. When the cup is empty, don't jump up immediately. Sit for another minute. Feel the warmth inside. Realize that you've just done something deeply nourishing for yourself. Smile. This smile is the seal of practice. Now about longevity. What connects a 5-minute practice with adding years to life? There are several mechanisms, and all are scientifically grounded. The first is reducing oxidative stress. Antioxidants in tea neutralize free radicals that damage cells. The second mechanism is improving cardiovascular health. Meditation naturally lowers blood pressure. Catechins in green tea improve vessel elasticity. Your heart works more efficiently and longer. The third mechanism is neuroplasticity. Regular meditation literally rewires your brain, making it more resistant to age-related changes. The hippocampus, the memory center, doesn't shrink as quickly in meditating people. Fourth, improves sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation accelerates aging at all levels. Tea meditation, especially with herbal teas in the evening, improves sleep quality. Deep sleep is when your body truly restores itself. The fifth mechanism is reducing chronic inflammation. Inflammation is the root of virtually all age-related diseases: diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, arthritis. Meditation and tea polyphenols have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. A Mayo Clinic study showed that meditation increases telomerase activity, the enzyme that restores telomeres. This is literally reversing the process of cellular aging. Your cells become biologically younger. But the most amazing thing is epigenetic changes. Meditation affects which genes are turned on and off. Genes associated with inflammation are turned off. Genes associated with restoration are turned on. You're reprogramming your biology. Let's talk about choosing tea. Not all teas are equal for this practice. Green tea is the classic choice. Matcha is even better because you consume the entire leaf. White tea is the most delicate and has the highest amount of antioxidants. Oolong is a beautiful balance between green and black. Black tea is also beneficial, but contains more caffeine, which may not be suitable for evening practice. Herbal teas, chamomile, mint, rooibos, are excellent for relaxation and contain no caffeine. It's important to choose quality tea, organic, without pesticides. Remember, this isn't just a drink, it's medicine for your longevity. Invest in quality. The difference is noticeable not only in taste but in health impact. Water temperature also matters. For green tea, about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Too hot water destroys delicate catechins. For black, boiling water is fine. For white, even lower, about 65 to 75 degrees. These details show respect for the practice. Many people ask, can you add anything to tea? Honey, lemon, milk? For meditative practice, it's better to drink tea pure. This way you'll learn to distinguish subtle nuances of flavor. But if additions help you enjoy the process, use them. It's important to understand that tea meditation is not a goal, but a path. You're not striving for some special state. You're simply present. Sometimes the mind will be calm, sometimes restless. Both variants are normal. The main thing is to continue the practice. There will be days when you won't feel like it, when it seems like it's not working. This is normal. Practice isn't always pleasant, but it's always beneficial. Discipline, gentle discipline, leads to freedom. Freedom from stress, from anxiety, from rushing. One of the most powerful aspects of this practice is creating ritual. The human brain loves rituals. They provide a sense of stability and safety. When tea meditation becomes a ritual, it automatically calms your nervous system. You can expand the practice by creating a special place for tea. A small table, beautiful cup, maybe a candle. This isn't necessary, but it creates a container for practice. Your brain begins to associate this place with peace. Some people keep a tea journal. They record their observations, sensations, insights. This deepens the practice and allows tracking changes. After a few months, you'll be surprised how your attitude toward life has transformed. Tea meditation also affects your relationships. When you're calmer and more present, you're a better partner, parent, friend, colleague. Stress makes us reactive. Mindfulness makes us responsive. This difference is enormous. Research shows that quality of relationships is one of the main factors of longevity. People with strong social connections live longer. Meditation improves emotional intelligence, which naturally improves relationships. There's also an economic side. Tea meditation is almost free. Even quality tea costs pennies per cup. Compare this to medications, therapy, expensive supplements. This is the most affordable and effective investment in health. Think about the cumulative effect. 5 minutes today seems insignificant, but over a year, that's 1,825 minutes. Over 30 hours of pure meditation, over 10 years, 300 hours. This is massive transformation built from tiny moments. In Zen Buddhism, there's a concept of ichi-go ichi-e. Each encounter is unique and unrepeatable. Each cup of tea is the only such cup in your life. When you drink with such awareness, the ordinary becomes sacred. This isn't a religious practice. This is a human practice. It doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe. Tea meditation works at the level of physiology and psychology. Science and spirituality meet here and shake hands. Let's talk about obstacles. The biggest is the voice in your head that says, "This is silly. This doesn't work. I don't have time." This voice is ego, which fears change. Acknowledge it, but don't believe it. Another obstacle is expectations. People start the practice expecting immediate results. I meditated for a week. Why don't I feel enlightened? This is like planting a seed and the next day asking where the tree is. Patience is part of the practice. The third obstacle is perfectionism. I'm not doing this right. My mind is still restless. There's no right or wrong. There's only practice. A restless mind is normal. Observing a restless mind, that is meditation. Remember Buddha's story? He meditated for 6 years in extreme asceticism and achieved nothing. Then he accepted a bowl of milk from a village girl and sat under a tree with gentle intention. And that night he reached enlightenment. Gentleness is stronger than violence toward yourself. In modern neuroscience, this is called neural flexibility. When you're gentle with yourself, the brain is more open to change. When you force yourself, it closes in a defensive reaction. Self-love is in luxury, it's necessity. So we've taken an amazing journey from ancient monasteries to modern laboratories. We've seen how 5 minutes of mindful tea drinking can transform not only your health, but add years of quality life. Challenge for you. Start today. Not tomorrow, not next Monday. Today. Brew a cup of tea and spend 5 minutes with it. Just you and tea. Nothing else. Feel the difference. If this video inspired you, hit the like button. If we reach 5,000 likes, I'll make the next video about advanced tea meditation techniques and show how to integrate mindfulness into all aspects of life. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss new videos about longevity, health, and mindful living. Write in the comments, what's your favorite tea and will you try this practice? Remember, every cup is an opportunity to return home to yourself, an opportunity to live longer and better. Don't miss it. See you in the next video. Be healthy and mindful.